Allô, Nissan? Hey, grosse tempête, hein?
Hey, Karine, oui, je sais, les vilains bonhommes de neige sont de retour.
Mais avec le Nissan Rogue à traction intégrale, c'est pas stressant.
Exact, il est conçu et testé pour nos hivers. Oh, Karine, il y a un bonhomme dans le Rogue.
Ah, c'est correct. J'ai allumé les sièges chauffants.
Ah, bien joué, Karine. Maîtrisez toutes les conditions. Louez le Rogue S 2026 à partir de 0,4 jusqu'à 36 mois, incluant une réduction fidélité de 0,5 pour les clients Nissan admissibles. Jusqu'au 2 mars, sur approbation de crédit, les conditions s'appliquent. Détails chez Nissan.
I told you I made a pandemic purchase. I haven't said what it is on air, but I told you it's on my Instagram. If you want to get it on pre-merge, just go to my Instagram story. What I bought during the pandemic. It's my purchase that I was like, after I bought it, I was like, should I have bought this? I'm happy I did. But it was one thing that I was like, definitely a boredom pandemic purchase. We'll get to yours in just a few moments, but I want to point one thing out. One of your pandemic purchases that we'll get to, I'll let you know what it is. I did some research because the person mentioned what it was. I said, how much does that thing cost? It's around 5 Gs, and they're having buyer's remorse over it. We'll get to that in just a few moments. Before we do that, though, as we kick off hour 3 of the show, this also relates to money, by the way, and that is some changes coming as of August 1st to credit cards. And maybe you're having an issue paying off that minimum monthly payment. This matters for you. And with more on this, Charles Tanguay joins me on the line. He's a spokesperson for the Office de la Protection du Consommateur here in Quebec. Hi, Charles. How you doing?
Hi, fine yourself.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you. So, Charles,
thank you for inviting me.
I say Charles, but Charles, I guess I should say. Charles, what's the deal with the changes coming August 1st, when it comes to credit card payments in Quebec? What's the change?
Well, we have to go back to 2017 when there have been changes adopted by the National Assembly unanimously in the consumer protection law. And it regards credit. Most of the regulations are around credit. And within those changes, there was the setup of a floor for minimum monthly payments of credit card. Last August 1st, it was fixed at 2% minimum of the balance, and with the intention of increasing it by half point of percentage per year until 2025, until it raises to 5%. So next 1st of August, it will be the first step. It will increase from 2% to 2.5%.
Gotcha.
And of course, people have to be aware of that, because if they keep a balance on their credit card, well, it could impact their budget. And well, that's it has been thought to be progressive, but still, with the progressive steps, it could impact you.
Yeah, I'm thinking, if someone, let's say, has a $10,000 balance on their credit card, even with this incremental step, you're talking going from $200 to $250, let's say, in the minimum payment. And for a lot of people, that $50 does matter. And then you can imagine, as you go progressively along the line till, I think you said 2025, right? Where you end up at 5%. Well, now you're $200 to $500. So that can be, something that people have to juggle when it comes to their finances. Charles, can I ask you, the impetus, what was the reason behind this? Were you seeing, was the office seeing distressing things when it came to how consumers were using credit cards, and you felt there needed to be some action here?
Yeah, you're right. The government was concerned about indebtedness, and it was a demand from the consumer unions, consumer groups, who were worried about how much it costs for consumer to go as low as 2% of the balance as a reimbursement ridden. Mm-hmm. You can go on our website to there is a calculator that shows how costly it is to do so low payments. For example, if a balance of $1,000 at 19.9% of interest rate is paid back at the rhythm of 2%, it would take you 25 years to reimburse, and you would pay $3,000 of credit fees. And if you raise that to 5%, it takes only 6 years, and you pay only $500 of about $500 of interest cost.
What a huge difference, huh, Charles? Just by going from 2 to 5.
So it pays back. It might be tough to accelerate, but it will at a short or middle term you will be paid back, and you will have a much better health. Financial health.
We're with Charles Tanguay, he's spokesperson for the Office de la Protection du Consommateur here in Quebec. Charles, let's talk about maybe a pushback from banks and other alternatives. There are some people that would say, well, what they should do is lower that 19% interest rate or that 23% interest rate. That's what the government should do. Legislate the high interest rates, not the minimum payments.
Yeah. It's an issue that raises from time to time, and of course with so low interest rates on all other credit vehicles, one could say, well, 19% or 20% is quite a lot, but it's not in our turf from the OPC. It's more a federal concern. Mm-hmm. So I guess if someone would regulate that, it would be the federal government to do so.
And Charles, can I ask you, the office, it handles consumer complaints. By the way, you'll be very proud of me. Can I tell you one story, Charles? You're going to be so proud of me. I went to the grocery store, and I bought charcoal for my barbecue. Okay. And I swiped it. I had to swipe it myself. Swiped the charcoal. It showed up at $13.99, but I saw the sign right there because it was next to the cash, $12.99, and I made them give me my $10 off. I had to fight for it. They didn't want to do it, by the way. They're like, we'll give it to you at $12.99. I said, no. That's not the law, by the way. You have to give me $10 off. And finally, they said so. So I fought for my rights, and I won, Charles. I know you'll be happy about that.
That's good. That's good news.
Can I ask you, sorry for just getting off topic there, can I ask you, Charles, when it comes to consumer complaints, what you hear from Quebecers, what do you hear from Quebecers when it comes to credit cards? What are the things that you hear time and time again?
I'm not aware. I don't think there's much complaints regarding this. It could be related to another problem, and when it comes to ask your credit cards for a chargeback, then you could have problems around this, or to stop pre-authorized payments on your credit card. One should remember that with the word pre-authorized, there is a word that is authorized. So if you're not anymore authorizing a merchant to take money from your credit card, you shouldn't be fighting with your credit card issuer to stop this.
Yes.
And that's an issue. Another thing is when you buy on the web and there is a problem with the merchant, the law, there is specific provision regarding a distance contract that says that if on a duly canceled contract you cannot be reimbursed by the merchant, it then should be a case for a chargeback from the credit card issuer. But not many people knows that, and maybe it's a reflex that we should develop to ask for chargebacks when there is problems.
Yeah, use that tool that you have, the chargeback with the credit card company. Charles, I want to thank you for coming on the show. By the way, for all of our listeners, the OPC's website, opc.gouv.qc.ca, and the minimum payment calculator for the credit cards, by the way, it's really good. I'm on it right now, and you can sort of calculate. You can go through certain purchases like buying a TV and how much it will cost. You punch in your credit card interest. It's really well done, and it's completely bilingual too. So for all of our listeners, you can go check that out on the OPC's website. Thanks so much, Charles.
Thanks a lot for inviting me, and have a good day.